pop in from their job, their day wage slave job. We'll see who pops on. Probably no one to check out what Emperor Dion's talking about today. Speaking of job, I'm gonna have one soon, guys. So I'm gonna be back on the road this coming week. Probably won't be making too many more videos. Once that happens, we'll see. We'll have to see. I don't know exactly how much free time I'll have, but probably not a lot. But we'll just see. I'm gonna be back on the road. I'm gonna be back driving fucking trucks. Only for a short time though. But today's topic, I did have a topic in mind because lately, I feel a little bit betrayed by my viewers here lately. I feel very betrayed actually. So I had a couple guys that would regularly comment on my channel. Like they said usually some cool stuff. Like, okay, that's cool. That's a different perspective. That's a cool little thing you're saying there. And I thought it was cool for a little bit, but then, like, come to find out, these guys are like, straight. You're curious. What are you curious about, straight? What are you curious about? But anyways, like these guys, they just they come out and start talking about like some racist shit, like, oh, dude, like black people need to be back in Africa. Oh my god, um, just like what these race realist people typically say, right? Like that type of stuff. I don't even want to repeat a lot of the stuff they say because I find it despicable. I don't agree with race realism. I never will. I would never agree with that shit. I mean, dude, like you had really brilliant minds who used to do research on this shit back in like the 1800s, and they like a lot of these people stopped, and a lot of the academic world went away from that because it ultimately proved not to be true. But like you guys today, for whatever reason, think you're as smart as like these guys who originally came up with this stuff. You think you're smarter than these guys, and you think you know what you're talking about when you bring up this race realism shit. But I don't want to hear it. And insofar as that I'm willing to hear it, like I'd be willing to debate about it. But like that's not even I'm not even really trying to go into like this topic. What I'm really trying to say here is that there's a ton of just despicable, evil, poisonous energy in this fucking community, dude. This this incel community. Yeah, I know I'm a part of it too. But there's a lot of sick minds here. There's a lot of poisoned individuals in this community. It's got nothing but poison to spew. That shit's not good for you. Whether what they say is true or not, that shit is not good for you. So, I had a lot of these people come at me, and the way they deal with you, you can always tell when you're dealing with an unhinged person. They usually, hold on, let me read the comments here. Let me read the comments. James Reagan says black is the best race. Bro, stop it. Okay, just stop it. Asians versus blacks, who win? Who cares, dude? We're all the human race. That's the problem with people these days. Too busy wrapped up in race instead of trying to recognize the humanity in everybody. Supremacy ain't cool. What the hell? All races are the image of God. I don't agree with you, man. Is God even real? But anyways, I'll just read the comments there for a little bit. Let's get back to what I was saying. So, like these poisoned minds, these poisoned individuals that come into this space that kind of percolate in this space for the most part. It's not good for you to be exposed to that shit, first of all, but second of all, most of these people are individuals who've been hurt. They've been hurt, isolated, misheard, mistreated by the world, most likely. So they congregate in these spaces with all that pain and all that poison that they've accumulated. And they just kind of spew it out to everybody. And to me. So I had, like, these guys. You can tell when they're unhinged, too. They're largely unhinged. You could just tell by the fact that they don't actually listen to what you say. No, they what they want to do is they want to do like a witch trial with you. So like with the Salem witch trials, how these people got burned at the stake, basically for just being a little bit different, a little bit weird. Like, oh my god, they're a fucking witch! Burn them, burn them! That type of thing. That mass hysteria thing that people kind of fall into. They're like that. They're not really listening to what you say. They're not really approaching you in a logical way. They're not really, no, they just want to label you. They want to burn you at the stake like what would have happened at the Salem witch trial. So, they called me a Fed. Look at me, dude. Am I a fucking Fed? Am I literally like, what are we doing here? If I'm a Fed, then the Feds really need to up their game. The Feds are really doing a terrible job if I'm a Fed. Because if I'm a Fed, like, who am I capturing? Like a Fed, you know what Feds do? They come and infiltrate groups like these, sure. But they usually agree with you. So if you're in here saying like all kind of unhinged shit, they're gonna agree with you like, oh yeah, that's true, that's cool. Yeah, like black people should be slaves again. Like, oh yeah. Like, oh white supremacy's cool, bro. They'll agree with you, man. They'll butter you up. They'll say whatever they got to say to kind of get you to say some illegal shit or agree to do something that's like illegal, and then they'll spring their little trap, and next thing you know, you're gonna be getting hauled off the jail. Okay, that's what fats do. So I don't agree with these people when they come in on my channel. I don't agree with hardly anybody. What people kind of fail to realize with this channel is that I'm not a part of any group. I'm not a part of the conservative. I'm not conservative. I'm not liberal. I'm not a capitalist. I'm not a communist. I'm not a black nationalist. I'm not a white nationalist. You can't lump me into any group. I've already made it very well clear what my viewpoints are. I am the inventor of the gold pill monastic ideology, and that's like my own little personal philosophy. But what that means is you can't lump me into like this. You can't lump me into any other group, really, that people kind of associate themselves with. And I guarantee you, like everything that I have to say, opinion wise, I've got something that's going to offend every group, is how I kind of am. So if I'm a Fed, I'm doing a terrible job at that. I'm doing a really shit job. I'm about to get fired. I'm about to get fired if I'm a Fed. Because I'm doing a terrible job at being a Fed. If I'm a Fed. But this is what these guys will kind of come at me like. Because they're unhinged. They're broken. They're damaged. They're poisoned. These guys are lunatics, dude. They don't understand that they are poisoned. And they're just spreading that poison every which way they go. And this community is full of guys like this. It's just so full of the mentally broken. And just beware. Beware of this community, guys. This is a subject of the stream. Beware of the wet community. Because it's full of guys that have this very warped and distorted worldview about everything. They're so warped that that it's like they couldn't handle the truth once they got it. It's like the truth is a very dangerous thing. I said this in my gold pill video. The truth is a very dangerous thing. One of the reasons why the truth is very, very dangerous is because a lot of people don't know how to handle the truth. The truth will break a lot of people. The truth will break most people. So once a person's been broken by the truth, they become unhinged. They start diving down these weird ideologies. They start going racist. They start becoming snow nationalists. They start diving into hate groups. They start doing all this weird shit. And like this is what this community is full of. And you want to beware if this hasn't happened to you yet. You want to really beware of the possibility of this happening to you. Is what I say. So anyways, let's go back up, read the comments. I got a lot of comments here. Shit. So let's start from Garlic Jeans. How you been doing, bro? I've been doing alright. I've been getting a little bit more sleep lately. I definitely need more sleep because I have a tough time sleeping, especially since I've been back in America. But I've been doing alright for the most part. And like I said earlier, I'm about to go back to work, so I'm going to be back on the road soon. And I don't know what my video output, my video uploading output is going to look like once I go back on the road. So we'll have to see. Jay Z said, "Is Donald Trump God?" Dude, well, you answer that. Is he your God? I can definitely tell you he's not my fucking God. He can be your God, but he's not my God. The Bio Studio said, "So many unhinged people, the answer would be whatever people are the smartest." I don't understand what you're getting at there, but okay. Hey Com says, 8 billion versus 142 billionaires. Who's going to win? Well, it seems like the 142 billionaires are winning, dude, because, like, if you look around at the people that are on your side, on the 8 billion people, it ain't looking so good, man. Out of 8 billion people, there's not hardly any of them that are showing any kind of rational thought for the most part. And the ones that are get drowned out. So, I mean, you see how people come at me, want to call me a fucking fed. Like, dude, if I'm a fed, I'm doing a really shit job. Hold on, I gotta answer the phone right quick. I'll be back, guys. Ah, shit, everybody done already fucking left. Fucking left. God damn, man, I had to answer the fucking phone and y'all already left. Shit. Well, I guess we'll wait until people start coming back in. Hey, you see that shit? You see that shit? I go to answer the phone and everybody fucking leaves. Told you guys I had to answer the phone. I'll be back. I guess we gotta wait till people come back in. Oh, there we go. There we go. People are coming back in. Yeah, guys, I had to answer the phone. If you see the stream go off, it means I had to answer the fucking phone. Okay? I got people calling me about job offers and shit like this. That's what happens when you got a CDL. People call you for a job. But now that people are back in here, let's go ahead and continue with the comments. So Tigris Leander said, "I believe in the Force as a Padawan, and the Force is my ally." Huh? I can't knock you there, buddy. I'm a Star Wars fan. Slightbuster says, "Hey, hey, ho, ho, send them back to Mexico." LGE says, "Are you telling them like you're better than them?" To be honest with you, dude, the bar isn't very high. Usually when I look out and see what people are generally talking about out here, especially in this community, the bar isn't very high. You know, most people in this community are talking about women, dude. They talk about why they can't get their dick wet, what women are doing. Like, they want to know about how to get women. And the truth of that matter is, if you ain't already getting women, you're probably not going to get women. That's the truth that nobody wants to really hear about that, but that's the truth. That's what most people are kind of talking about in this community. So, and then outside of those people, you got these race realist motherfuckers who there's no way that these guys are successful in life, because if they were, you don't see successful people with ideas like that. I'm just saying. So the bar isn't very high. Do I think I'm better than people? I'll certainly say I think I'm better than some people, definitely. There's definitely some people that I'm better in. That's a guarantee. So if that answers your question, then there you go. Jeremy Lindsay says, "The word slave should never even come out of your mouth. You never were a slave and you don't know anybody who was one alive." Yeah, that's true. That's true. But you know, I don't really have this victim mentality like a lot of black folks have about it either. Like, I respect my ancestors. I respect my ancestors enough to not sit here and try to use their actual victimhood as an excuse for why I'm not doing what the fuck I want to do today. Because that is true. I don't know a slave. You don't know a slave. There's nobody alive right now who was a slave. So, I mean, black people really do need to stop using that as an excuse. Jeremy Lindsay says, "If you don't agree with anybody, then why are you on here just to argue?" Dude, I don't argue with people. I just come out here, I say what I say, and people want to argue with me. Like, literally, that Masoda dude said to me that he wanted to debate me in the comment section. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna debate you in a fucking comment section. You either gonna bring your ass on here on a live stream and debate me in front of people so I can hear your voice, or we're just not gonna have a dialogue at all. Like, I'm not on here to debate nobody. I don't want to debate. You see, I block people. Yeah, I will block your ass. I'm not debating you. If you want to debate, come on here. Fucking come on here. I'll set it up. I'll set up this whole thing with you. We'll set it up. We'll get a live stream going. You can be on my Discord server in the voice channel. Then you can talk to me live in front of an audience. See, that's the thing. Like, most of these dudes are cowardly. They don't actually believe strongly enough what they actually are saying, so they're not willing to say what they're saying in front of a crowd. I feel like that's what it is, at least. Because why else when they wouldn't come on here and like take this opportunity of a lifetime to shut me down in front of people? I literally give people that opportunity. Nobody ever takes it. So I don't come on here to argue. I come on here to state my opinion. And if you want to argue, I'm not gonna let you do it in the comment section. I'll just block you. But if you want to debate me live or something like that, sure, we'll do that. We can do that. Jose Torres says, "You are not an atheist. You are not religious." Jeremy Lindsay says, "Cause I don't have a life. I'll call you out on all your bullshit." Yeah, well, at least you're honest. If you really don't have a life, but I have a life. I have a life. I don't care what kind of life you got going on, but I definitely have a life. That's one reason why I'm not gonna be debating people in the comment section. Um, what am I in denial about, Jeremy? What am I in denial about? I can't really figure out what your whole stick is. Like you say, yeah, I think you're like on this black nationalist shit. But what even is your stick? Because a lot of you black nationalists will come throw shade at me just as much as those snow nationalists will. So whose side are y'all really on? Like, aren't you a black nationalist? Shouldn't you be trying to reach the hand out to all black people? Isn't that your ideology? This is why snow nationalists will always be superior to black nationalists, in my opinion, because at least snow nationalists will take care of their own, whereas black nationalists, I notice, kind of throw each other under the bus and will chew each other up. And like, if I'm not completely on board with your program, you're gonna come at me too. Like, I don't want to participate in your group delusion. I'm not delusional. I like to stick in the real world. Thank you very much. Um, Jose Torres says you are rage bait. Well, if you want to take it as that, then go right ahead. I'm just saying my opinion. If my opinion offends you, I think that says more about you than it does about me, sir. Julia Fitz. Ooh, we got a woman in the chat, dude. Julia Fitz says, there are so many dumb people right now. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Uh, Kyran Walker? Is that your name? Hey, yo, bro. It's part of Bonza. What? You guys come at me with some weird shit. I swallow. I swallow. Come. Oh my god, dude! You made me say that shit. Yeah, cool name there. Clever little name you got there, but I'm not gonna say your name again. Would you rather gain muscle or gain eagers? I don't know what you mean there, man. James Lawn says, Dion was never a true incel or a black pillar. Why lie, bro? Was I? I mean, dude, I literally have the real definition of the black pill in my channel intros. Like, I understand the black pill better than the most of you guys. I actually understand what the black pill is. What is the black pill? The black pill is that there is no personal solution to systemic problems. So, you guys coming on here saying, oh, the black pill is lookism, bro. Oh, the black pill is about female nature, bro. No, it's not. No, it's not. That's not the black pill, dude. The original creator of the black pill literally talked about how there's all these systems that are in place that basically you can't do anything about. It's not just women. It's not just looks theory. It's not just whatever the fuck you think it is in this community. It's not whatever that gets talked about the most, even. The black pill is about the system as a whole. It's about everything. Okay? So I understand the black pill. I always did understand the black pill. But do you understand the black pill? Okay, because I had to understand the black pill even to come up with the gold pill too, by the way. That's how I came up with the monastic ideology, because I do understand the actual black pill as it was meant to be interpreted. So, I mean, come at me, bro. Want to debate? Want to debate me live about what the black pill is? Because I promise you, I know the black pill probably better than a lot of you. Oh, another thing, the black pill is also not about being an incel too, by the way. In case you thought that was what it. No, the black pill is not about being incel even. You can be an incel and not black pill. You can be black pilled and not an incel. They're related, but they're not the same thing. So let's go on. Heather Nisei says hello from Philadelphia, Mississippi. There's a Philadelphia, Mississippi. Anyways, Ian Matgun says, hello, here to argue. Well, if you're here to argue, then get your ass on a fucking voice channel then, man. Get your ass on a voice channel. Jim Smithicus says, autism. Yeah, some people did say I have autism. I don't know what the fuck I have at this point. Ian Matgun Macon says, what do you think about the price of bacon? Bro, literally. Infamous, what's up, bro? What's up, Infamous? Exactly, 100% minority of these majority of these cowards won't even come talk live on a Discord. Yeah, it's exactly what I've been saying, dude. These people. Islamic Consortium is the only being that does it. Do you mean the only black ninja? The only black ninja? The only black ninja that does it right, at least their foundation. Stop lying, bro. What do I have to lie about, dude? I'm showing my face on here. I'm showing my fucking face on here. Yours truly. My face is out on the internet, my guy. What have I got to lie about? I'm already not lying to you in the fact that you know what I look like. So, what are you talking about? Which is why I, as a black person, also have black fatigue. Dude, you know that black fatigue shit is literally some racist shit, and especially if you a black dude, like you sit here talking about black fatigue. You got black fatigue, bro. Okay, like, okay, but this recent wave of black fatigue, it's about you, dude. It's about you too. Okay, like, yeah, black fatigue, like the actual definition of it was coined by black people, but now it's being co-opted by these snow nationalist people. So it's about you too, buddy. It's not just about Pookie. They tie your monkey ass too, ninja. So what do you think about that? Tell me what you think about that, Mister Ikawa. Oh, Ikawa, I remember you. You had some cool shit to say last live stream. Rat Pill in the Wind says, what's up, Doc? Nothing much, nothing much. Just doing a little bit of a live stream. Larkin Boyer says, yo, grab your camera for Lamar Jackson edit. What? Bro, literally. What's your OnlyFans, homie? What, you want to pay me money? Are you that eager to pay me money? Hold on, guys. I gotta answer the phone again. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Had to answer the phone right quick. So let's skip ahead. Oh, yeah, straight. Yeah, straight. Straight just brought up who created the black pill. You guys know Omega Virgin Revolt. He created the fucking black pill, dude. Yeah, Omega Virgin Revolt. You guys don't know that fucking shit, though, don't you? You go sit here and say I'm a fake black pillar. I actually know who created the black pill and what it was actually about. So you shut the fuck up to me. Rat Pill in the Wind says, about flipping time. Thank you. Finally, someone understands. Yeah. LB things, stuff, and more. True. LB things, stuff, and more said, hi. Hello. How you doing? Ikawa Man says, crazy how a lot of incos wear it like a badge of honor, just like the. Yeah, dude, being an incel is not a badge of honor at all. Being black pilled is not a badge of honor, really. I mean, I guess it says that you maybe a bit higher IQ, maybe it's a little bit of a flex to say you understand some things more than the average normie does. But guys, it's not really a badge of honor. It's not something to really take pride in. It's, unless you can like take action on it, unless you can use the knowledge to like really turn it into something. Which, by the way, none of you guys are doing that, as far as I can tell. Unless it's like wheat waffles, like going on Fiverr, griffing y'all asses for face ratings. Like, dude, I'm not here to grift you. People are literally using a black pill to grift you guys for face ratings. Like, these are the only people that's turning the black pill into any kind of an action. So unless you're doing something like that, it's not really a badge of honor to say you're an inkwell or you're a black pill or any of this shit. Come on, guys. Stop trying to gatekeep it too. Um, David Zane says, "Don't give them that power. You're good." Yeah, well, I'm a little bit gullible sometimes when I see people who are saying bullshit. Maybe I should ignore people more, but it deeply also kind of offends me because I like to think that the people who watch me are a bit smarter. Like, you guys saw my gold pill video, some of you. You guys saw it and agreed with it. I would expect you guys to be a little bit higher IQ than like some of the shit I see getting spewed in my comment section at times. And you guys don't understand too. Like, if you're a YouTuber at any level, you're gonna get like all kinds of creatures just coming at you in the comments saying like the most awful, despicable shit that you could think of. Like, you really see the worst of people when you are like on YouTube making content at any level. It doesn't matter whether you're big or small. You're gonna get these fucking creatures just come out of the whatever cesspool they were born in. Just just make a couple videos. You'll see exactly what I mean. No matter what you say, no matter whose ideology you hit your wagon up to, you're gonna get these people come out the woodworks. And especially when you're a guy like me, who kind of comes up on my own ideology. Like, I'm not, like I said, I'm not on nobody's side. So, like, I'm not kowtowing to anybody. So everybody is gonna potentially have smoke with me. So it could be a bit difficult to kind of deal with this shit at times. The Sea Pilot says, "You make black fatigue real. Subhuman." See, you see that? You see that right there? You see what I just read? That's exactly what I'm talking about right there. This motherfucker literally took the time out of his day to come call me a subhuman ape. You see that shit? That's the type of shit that make you want to. Let's not even go there, man. Let's not even. That's why I said on my video that I would not mind being a Fed. If I was a Fed, I would take great pleasure in locking some of you motherfuckers up. I really would. Because many of you say such horrible shit to the point where I just don't have any hope in you. I think you should be quarantined off to some dank, dark room and just left there to die. Because you contribute nothing of value to humanity if that's what you got on your mind to say to somebody, to anybody. Okay? Honest to God truth. But, anyways, James Lawn says, Dion is not built like that. Built like what? Ikawa Man says, I know, I wasn't saying it in the way that the anti-blacks are saying it. What the hell is black fatigue? Dude, have you been under a rock? Hey, have you been under a rock for the last month? Like, you asking what is black fatigue? You have to be under a rock to be asking that question, dude. Ikawa Man says, I know for sure it's hard to express everything that needs to be without writing an essay. Yep, it's you have to be very, very well spoken and very articulate to kind of get your point across. Like that's a skill. That's a skill that a lot of people don't have. And I'll be honest with you, I don't really have that skill either. Like, I think if I sit down and think about it and put something together, if I put together a video, like there's videos that I will sit down and put it together and make sure it's nice and well spoken and articulate. I can do that, okay? I think I can do that. But it takes time and effort to do that, and I don't always do that. But when I'm talking on a live stream too, you have to be very well spoken and articulate to really get a message across and really convey your point across the way you would like to. It's not an easy thing to do, and that's not really a skill I have either too. So you guys gotta kind of bear with me a little bit. You gotta kind of bear with me a bit. I'll talk. I'll get there, but you gotta bear with me a little bit because I'm not the most articulate person in the world. I think I'm also not the most unarticulate person in the world too. But anyways, Infamous says James Lund, just like you, are not built to come talk live on Discord. I mean, to be fair, Infamous, a lot of people are just too scared to get. They think for whatever reason that the feds are gonna target them specifically when it's like, bro, you're a small fry. Chill out, little bro. The feds ain't necessarily paying attention to you. Like the feds, they got Palantir, dude. They got these AI algorithms to kind of monitor for keywords. Past that, it's very unlikely you're going to be interacting with a salaried Fed person. It's just not how it works, dude. You're too small fry. Nobody really gives a fuck. I mean, even if you're me, I highly doubt that I have a federal agent paying attention to anything I'm doing. I highly doubt that. I got 800 subscribers, dude. That's a lot bigger than most of you guys. And I highly doubt a federal agent's paying anything attention to anything I got to say. So, anyways, the hidden one, that's a new one. The hidden one says, hold on. The hidden one says, no, so that we can avoid your OF and tell others to avoid it too. Well, that's mean. You're a mean spirited person. Why don't you get the fuck on my channel then if you want to be like that? Naya says, hi, do you watch Love Island? I don't watch a lot of movies. I don't watch a lot of shows, so I don't know what you're talking about. Ikawa Man says, a lot of things that I saw coming down the pipe are happening now. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it took a rocket scientist to kind of figure out that things were going a certain direction. I kind of felt the same way too for a long time that things were going to kind of get bad for black people specifically, like the whole black fatigue thing, the way a lot of these white guys are coming out now. I think really what it is that the economy's bad, and so like everybody's getting fucked over economically because people are feeling the economic strain that they're just coming out here being racist now. Like I think that's what it really is. But either way, I kind of saw this shit coming a mile away. As far as like the whole black fatigue thing, I saw it coming a mile away. It's like predicting 8 o'clock at 7 p.m. James Lawn says, well, he's arguing with Infamous. I'm not going to read your comment. Being incel is an honor. Well, you take that honor by yourself, dude. You take it all about yourself. The ex Pyro says, what about looks maxing? What about it, dude? What about it? All I said was that the black pill is not necessarily about looks maxing. The black pill is about the system, dude. James Lawn says the base Pluto is a grifter. Is he a grifter though? I don't see him. I don't see him charging people money for shit. I mean, you could donate to him, but is that grifting? I don't think that's grifting. No Name says opinion on black people. I've said my opinion about black people enough times, dude. Go watch my fucking videos. I've said it enough times. I've made plenty enough videos about it. Uh, but you know what? I'll not be like that. My opinion about black people is that they fuck each other over way too much. They don't stick together. They fuck each other over by making everybody look bad. The criminality, I don't think is necessary because there's lots of people that are poor that don't do as much crime as black people. Basically, black people fuck each other over way more than other groups of people do. And that's a really bad thing, and it makes it really hard for guys like me who happen to be black that want to do more than just, exist and do lowbrow, stupid shit that black people typically do. I mean, I'd like to exist outside of the hood. I'd like to have a nice steady income. I'd like to be able to converse and mingle with people with an assumption of respect and a baseline respect that's based on my group having made contributions to the world. Like that's my opinion about black people. I think black people need to stop fucking up so much. You know, and I don't think racism is really the whole story about why they do what they do. I think it plays a role, but it's not the whole story. So, anyways, I don't know why I let that guy bait me into going on that little tirade. Red Pill in the Wind says, I bought a house low interest with black pill knowledge. I don't know what the black pill had anything to do with you doing that, but okay. James Lawn says, not buying a house, just going overseas, bro. Yeah, that's wise. Andy says, can you pray with Ethan Kipping? He is suffering from sin of sex addiction. God bless. I'm not religious, dude. Anywhere past Islam, that is. Mihelo Milakik. Sup, man? How tall are you? I'm 6'1". For the next person who asked that question, I'm 6'1". Aubrey Drake. Take your teeth out again. What? Anyways. The villain says, yo, how was your trip overseas? It was kind of shitty, dude. Because things didn't go according to plan when I went overseas. Like, I fucked a few bitches. I did a few things. I saw a few places. But it was kind of shit, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. To be fair, I didn't really have a plan going over there anyway in the first place. So, a little bit my fault. I'm not a very spontaneous person. I don't like to just jump in things without a plan. So, I guess it's a little bit my fault, but it wasn't. It was kind of shit, to be honest with you, bro. Jesse Waller Demont says, damn, your mustache is fire. I don't think so, man. I got a fucking crust stash going on. I got a shit stash going on, man. I'm gonna shave this shit off. I'm gonna shave this fucking shit off. Probably either today or tomorrow. I don't like having a mustache. Mustache is not good for my face. I'm gonna shave it off real soon, so don't get used to seeing me like this, guys. I don't like having mustaches. Ikawa Man says, max out and balance every controllable aspect of life. That's all you can do. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Odd says, said hi. Hi, Odd. How are you doing? Just in case you said it earlier and I didn't see you. I'm saying it now. Ikawa Man says, yep, on top of the organic tribalism and racialism that people have. Yeah, man, we already got a lot of bullshit. We already got enough bullshit going on in the world right now that you don't need to add more on top of that. You really don't. Like, especially with me. That's why I said, like, I'm just going to block you the moment that I feel like you're just not here for an honest conversation. Like Maselda. That dude wasn't here for no honest conversation. That dude, he even said it himself. He said he was fucking trolling or whatever. So, like, did he even believe half of the shit that he was saying? I don't know, because the motherfucker said he was trolling, but, like, I'm not here to debate with people, really. I'm not here to waste time. I'm not here for you to drive my stress levels up. I've got enough shit going on in real life to do that without you. So that's why, like, the moment you come on here trying to say bullshit, I'm just gonna block you, dude. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to deal with it. That's fair. The quicker I can get you up out of here, the quicker I can get your ass up out of here, the faster I can move on with what I'm doing, because what I'm doing is far more interesting than, it's like, if you're not saying something that's more interesting than what I've got going on, why do I even bother reading your shit? You know? Mm. John Oakey says, thoughts on Leisure winning a CEO. Who is that? I don't know who that is. I don't know what you're talking about. Hustletown says, can you shout out my bro that passed his name? That passed his name is Nick Jers? Nick Jers? You had a bro that passed away? Well, I mean, I don't know how to, I don't really know how to do shout outs or whatever, but I guess we can give a shout out to Nick Jers. According to this guy, he passed away. It's always a tragic thing to see people go, you know. It's a somber reminder that all of us here, we're here for a temporary amount of time, you know. Especially if you're gonna spend your time here hating groups of people. It's like your life is fucking wasted, dude. That's not what life is about. If you think life is about you coming here to be racist at people, I don't know what to tell you. But I promise you, that's not what life is about. You're not going to be very fulfilled if that's what your life is all about. That's definitely for sure. So, uh, Cedric Allen says, be safe out there on the roads when you get back out there. Do you have any endorsement with your truck driving job? No, I don't have any endorsements. I just roll with a standard CDL. I don't want to deal with hazmat. I don't want to be rolling with a fucking bomb strapped to my truck. I don't want to be plugging up pipes and pumping gas and all that bullshit. Nah, I'm good. I know it pays more money, but I don't want to deal with the extra stress of hauling hazmat or any other dangerous shit. So I didn't bother getting any endorsements with it. All you need is a standard CDL. That's good enough. The villain says, I'm thinking about getting into trucking. I heard CDL is a ton of money. Well, the villain, you heard wrong. CDL's not a ton of money. I made a couple videos talking about the trucking industry already. You guys know fucking DBDR? You guys know DBDR got into fucking truck driving, dude? Like, holy shit. It's like everybody's getting into fucking truck driving now. It's like every sub-5 male that's like an incel adjacent guy, they're all getting into truck driving, dude. Like, DBDR got into it because that dude literally has no other options. I'm telling you, dude, truck driving is like a very viable option if you're an incel adjacent dude at all. I'm just saying, you know. But, it's not a ton of money, but thing is, it gets you away from home. It gets you to see the country. And even though it's not a ton of money, it'll still put some money in your pocket. Especially if you're an incel type dude, because, okay, you don't have a bitch that you spending money on. So you can save money. You can save a lot of money as an incel dude. You know. So, I mean, if you're an incel adjacent dude, just get into trucking, man. Just get your ass in a fucking truck. James Garcia. James Garcia says, I would like to have a mustache. Well, I'm glad you like mustaches, but I don't like mustaches. I don't like my mustache. I'm going to shave this shit off. Probably after this stream or probably tomorrow morning. But I guarantee you probably my next couple uploads, I'm not going to have this mustache you're going to notice. I keep myself clean shaven. I don't like having a fucking mustache. Ikawa Man says, that's a racial trick for the N-word, dude. Yeah, they got a lot of fucking slang words to try to say, nigga! Nigga! They want to say, nigger! I would respect people more if they just came out and said fuck the censors and just came out and said it anyway. It's like this cowardly shit where they try to make these slang words and try to bypass it and try to use these sly little words where you don't know what they're saying when that's what they're saying. You sly fucking devil. Molden Cheese says life is about getting an ice cream. That's an interesting take. Ikawa Man says IT used to be the thing for us unattractive guys, or being a charisma man and teaching in Asia. Validity says the incels gonna eat lot lizards. What about Nayuka? Incels eating lot lizards, dude. Like I'll tell you right now, I've barely ever seen a lot lizard in my whole life. Okay, like the whole lot lizard myth, it's just a myth. I mean, you might occasionally see sex workers every once in a while, depending on where you go, but like that, I've hardly ever seen like a genuine lot lizard. And trust me, when you do see a genuine lot lizard, they're the type of woman that you don't want to deal with. It's just like any other sex worker. You don't want to deal with sex workers for the most part. Nah, man. Mm. Ambit says, you didn't even say it. LOL. What did I say? What are you talking about? Validity from the Boondocks. The Boondocks was an awesome show, by the way, if you guys have not watched that before. The King of the Penguin says, 2v1 any superhero, who you choosing? Can't really say I'm that much into superhero shit. I mean, I do know about it, of course, because I'm a guy. I think most guys kind of have a tangential knowledge of like the Marvel shit. But to answer your question, 2v1 any superhero. I mean, obviously Superman. Isn't Superman like basically like unkillable? So he can 2v1 basically anybody. So I guess that answers your question. Hustletown says, you knew that guy John Go Bunny was a black pill guy? I don't know who that guy is, so. Shush says rap now. Hey, you shut the fuck up. I don't do rap. I don't even like rap music. You know the music I listen to? It's like that shit that the Russians make. That Memphis trap shit. Kevin Rio says, why you sound like that? Why do I sound like what? This is my natural voice, dude. What do you want me to sound like? Do you want me to sound like fucking Tyrone? Do you want me to sound like, hey yo shit, man? See, I sound like what the fuck I sound like, okay? If you don't like it, fuck you. Literally fuck you. I'm not gonna change who I am. I'm not gonna change what I am. You can either accept it or get the fuck out of here. Don't come telling me about what the fuck I sound like. Okay? I actually quite like the fact that I don't sound like a fucking Tyrone. Let's continue. Let's continue. Bro, where are you from? Because your accent. Where am I from? I'm literally just from the fucking American South, dude. I'm from South Carolina. I'm from South Carolina. I don't sound like the people from here. You want to know why I don't sound like people from South Carolina? It's because of how isolated I was. It's because of how I didn't have any fucking friends growing up. So, my accent doesn't reflect where I'm from. You cannot figure out where I'm from based on what I sound like. I don't sound like where I'm from. I didn't have friends growing up. I didn't have too many people that let me into social groups. I don't sound like where I'm from. Just the long and short of it. Kiv Never says, hello from Russia. I hope you don't go looking at some of my videos, man. Validity says, I'll step in your shoes. What? Shuss asked, you got a girl. Yes, I got a girl. Yes, I got a girl. You want to see her? I'm not gonna show you guys my girl. I did upload one video showing you guys the girl I used to have, but me and that girl ain't talking no more. Kevin Rio says, go ahead and stop talking about the heroes, LMAO. King of the Penguins says, no, you have to fight two superheroes. Who are you choosing? Oh, so you mean I'm fighting two superheroes? Dude, what kind of a question is that? Like, obviously any superhero is gonna like be able to beat any normal person, dude. Like, are you kidding me? Like, what kind of a question is that? Like, okay, if I had like, how would I answer that question? Like, what's a really weak superhero? Like, what is that one fucking superhero that literally his whole superpowers is like shrink? Like he shrinks himself. See, even with a superhero like that, though, I'm sure he could probably pull some shit out to beat you. I don't know if I should even answer that question because I'm not really into superhero shit. The Kawa Man says, "Fuck LOL. I got into that in synthwave. Yeah, dude, that's my kind of music. I'm into funk. I'm into synthwave. I'm into future funk and shit like that. That's my music. I don't listen to no black people music. I listen to fucking funk. I guess you could say that's kind of like black people music, but the black people that make that music. So I don't like rap music at all, dude. I can't stand it for the most part. Kevin Riaz says, I sense insecurity. Yeah, well, I am insecure. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm fucking insecure. You sense it? Yeah, it's there. Yes, I'm fucking insecure. Okay, but just because I'm insecure doesn't mean I'm gonna let you come up in here and just say whatever the fuck you want to say too, though. And it also doesn't mean you're gonna come in here and whoop my ass. Okay, like don't let the insecurity fool you. I will stand up for myself. That doesn't mean I won't stand up for myself. That doesn't really mean anything that you can use to kind of exploit it. You're not gonna exploit my insecurity because I'm a bit too wise for that. I'm a bit too mature for that. If I just see that you're being a bit of a nuisance, like I said, I'll just block you. That's got nothing to do with me being insecure either, by the way. It's like, why bother dealing with people that add nothing of value? Because, like, you can't debate every single person that comes along. There's a lot of people that you waste time debating than just if you would have just blocked them right away. So what it really comes down to, if you're actually saying something, if you're actually making like an argument in good faith, there's a way for me to tell if you're actually genuinely arguing something in good faith. But a lot of people, especially these days, don't do that. They're not arguing in good faith, so it just come out better if you block them. You know? Maxim Dupius says, you sound like the casual suspect for me. Yeah, well, you know what? You know what? Why don't I just block your ass? We'll put you in timeout. Yeah, we'll do that. 24-hour timeout for you, buddy. Kevin Riaz says, I'm from Dallas. A lot of people don't sound like where they're from. You're just not spec. You're just what? What are you saying, dude? I don't understand what you're saying. You made a typo in your sentence there. Are you saying I'm not special? Or are you saying I'm at special ed or something? Like, what are you saying? Can you type complete sentences, my guy? Can you type intelligible sentences so I can read them? Okay, like shit. James Reagan said, are you gay? What a stupid question to ask me, by the way. What a stupid question to ask me. I'm not even going to answer that question. Am I gay? I don't know. I talk about women a lot. If you hang out with me enough times, you notice I take interest in women, for the most part. Am I gay? You answer that for me. I know you probably just saying that to be funny anyway, so. Hustletown says, yeah, John, Go Bunny. John Go Bunny was that dude from Legends. Bro, are you referencing some kind of TV show or a movie? Because I don't watch much of this shit. Cedric Allen says, have you learned anything about yourself by taking these trips overseas? Well, I've learned that I'm a very anxious motherfucker, that's for sure, but that's not nothing I already didn't know. I'm socially anxious, dude. I'm very socially anxious, and especially when I'm dealing with people from like a culture I don't quite understand. So like, I'm very, very quiet. I'm very, very respectful and nervous, and typically I'm very standoffish too when I'm in other countries. Like, I don't really. You're not gonna see me just walk up to somebody and just interact with them. I don't do that here, but I'm much less likely to do that type of thing when I'm overseas. So I'm very standoffish. People have to kind of approach me. And, people do approach me when I'm overseas too. So, you know, I guess it found out that I'm definitely an anxious motherfucker. That's not nothing new about myself. I'm somebody who studied myself very, very well in the first place. I know myself very, very well, okay? I actually took a lot of time to look in, see who I am, recognize my flaws, recognize what I'm good at and what I'm not good at. I know myself very, very well. So me going overseas didn't really teach me anything about myself per se. Didn't really teach me anything about myself that I didn't already know. Talib says the voice doesn't match the face. Yeah, well, I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. This is my voice. I'm not faking it. I'm not using a voice changer. I'm not going out of my way to sound differently than if I'm just moving my vocal cords to speak. I don't know what to tell you. This is my voice. Yo, do you play video games? Yeah, I play video games. Yeah, I play video games. Dude, look at the old videos on my channel. If you go back and look at the oldest videos on my channel used to be a gaming channel. I used to play a lot of Total War. I was very good at Total War 2, by the way. So yeah, I do play video games. Those are the types of games I play. I play games like Total War. I play strategy games. I play chess. Dude, I'm a strategy gamer. I don't like to play what you like to play. You, for the most part, I don't like to play shooters. I don't like to play MOBAs. I don't like to play any of this popular shit that you guys probably play. I play strategy games, dude. I play strategy games. Like, you guys saw me also upload gameplay of Sins of a Solar Empire recently too. Like, yeah, those are the kinds of games I play. So if you want to play me, you better get Sins of a Solar Empire or a Total War game. Not the new Total War 2, by the way. You better get Napoleon Total War. You better get Empire Total War, or even Rome Total War. Any of the old Total War games, I'll play you on those. But if you're sitting here trying to play me on like Warhammer Total War or some shit, nah, I ain't gonna play you. Because I don't like Warhammer. I don't like the Warhammer games. I think that's when the Total War series kind of went to shit. But anyways, that's not what we're trying to talk about today. Inbred Dragon says, bro, I've been stuck on the drone for an hour now. Now, and with a lock. Dude, dude, that's disgusting. What the hell? This dude talking to. He called it a fucking drone. This dude called it a fucking drone. This dude stuck on a fucking toilet, and now you're telling me about it. Bro, I should literally ban you for that, but whatever. Jeremy DeLay says, give me your address, boy. Dude, I'm not giving you my fucking address. My mom lives here, dude. My family lives here. I ain't about to let you come up here and fucking do something to my family. If I'm out on the road, though, I give you my address then. If you want to, for whatever reason, I don't know. Why the fuck do you want to meet me, dude? You want to fucking do something to me? Like, nah, nah. You could come talk to me on a voice channel. How about that? The black man says Dion is the greatest YouTuber of all time. I fucking wish. I wish more people saw it that way, man. I really do. Kevin Riaz says, "Yo, let's get down on Rocket League." I ain't playing no fucking Rocket League, you fucking normie. That's a normie game. I told you, I don't play these normie games, dude. I play strategy games. That's all I play is fucking strategy games and the occasional porno game. Um, let's just keep it real. Anyways, Kevin Riaz says, "Can you draw? I play instruments." No, I'm not an autistic guy, dude. I'm not an autistic guy. No, I'm not really. I'm a very logical person, dude. I'm not artistic. I don't do like a lot of artistic expression. Like, it's just not who I am. Chris Hutchins says, "Yo, Dion, want to become my investor? What kind of a business do you have, dude? What kind of a business do you have? Come to my Discord server. Pitch me a business model. Pitch me a business idea. What kind of a business do you have? I've invested in people's businesses before. I have a friend that has a business. I invested in his business. He did well with my investment. Things worked out. I got a return on my investment. Shit like that. I'm all for it, man. I'm all for business shit. I'm all for it. If you got a business that sounds like good, you can pitch it to me well enough. I'm all about business, dude. Come pitch me an idea. I've got a lot of money, dude. I got a lot of money. You pitch me a good business idea, I'll be an investor. I've done it before. But come on my Discord server, pitch me your idea. Iowa's Masturbator says, "I can't breathe." Don't know what that's about. You making a George Floyd reference? Lefterus, whatever the fuck your name is. Can you cover the screen for a Jack Lamar edit? I don't know what you're on. Rainbow Six is a shooter that's a strategy game. Yeah, I know Rainbow Six is a strategy game, but like it's like a still like a first person shooter type of thing, dude. I don't like first person shooters. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not bad at first person shooters. I do play them occasionally. Like Halo, you guys know Halo? Like, I'm an OG fucking Halo fan, dude. I'm really good at Halo. You guys play me on some fucking Halo, I would kick your ass. Like, Halo's one of those OG first person shooter games. I'm pretty good at Halo. I do like Halo. That's about the only first-person shooter game I will willingly play these days. But other than that, no, I'm just all about strategy games for the most part. Total War and strategy games are popular as fuck. LMAO, are they? Bro, strategy games been down in the dumps for a long ass time, dude. Like, they hardly ever come out with strategy games these days. Most of the ones they come out with fucking suck ass because they gotta pander to like dumb motherfuckers that can't figure out how to do proper strategies, and they complain about the game instead of just getting good. So a lot of strategy games like these days that came out after like 2016-ish, I say about 2016, like they stopped making good strategy games for the most part. So, I mean, strategy games aren't popular, dude. What are you talking about? Most of the good ones are old. Ikawa Man says, "I like the ones based on real history, not the into Warhammer crap." Well, Ikawa Man, dude, like it really doesn't matter whether it's based on history or not, because like the problem with the more recent Total War games is that they made all the games, whether they're based on history or not, just basically play exactly like Warhammer. So it's more to do about the mechanics of the game. Like, can you actually implement strategies, and can you think on the fly, and can you come up with emergent gameplay in the game? Like, can you creatively come up with a strategy within the mechanics of this game to where you can win through your own ingenuity, through your own crafting of strategy and complex tactics to lure your enemy into traps? Can you set maneuvers and execute maneuvers that are going to result in you gaining some kind of tactical advantage that you have to create. Like, dude, that's what a strategy game is all about. It doesn't matter about the setting. It doesn't matter about like the history or whether it's fantasy or not. Dude, the reason why I don't like Warhammer Total War has nothing to do with the fact that it's Warhammer. It has everything to do with the fact that the mechanics of the game are fucking stupid and brain dead. And you can't come up with tactics the way you could in old Total War games. That's what it's about. I would like Warhammer if the mechanics were good. The mechanics are fucking shit, dude. So it's got nothing to do about history for me. It's everything to do about the mechanics and how they've dumbed down the mechanics in like the more recent strategy games. I'm a real history fan, dude. I mean, I'm a real strategy fan. I'm a real strategy gamer. I'm an old school OG strategy gamer, dude. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, you can't just make shit and sell it to me. I'm sorry. I have not. The most recent strategy game that I bought is Sins of a Solar Empire 2, but that's literally because they took the original game, which is very strategic. You could do like some really good strategy in the original Sins of a Solar Empire. All they did was they basically copied Sins of a Solar Empire 1 when they made Sins of a Solar Empire 2. So I bought it. That's the most recent strategy game that I bought. So, that just gives you an idea of the type of games that I like to play. Anyways, Ikaba Man says, we need Empire 2 with bug fixes in more regions. Man, I've given up on Total War. I don't think they're going to make any more good games with that series, dude. Because like I said, the whole shit with Warhammer, I would have liked Warhammer if the mechanics were good, but it's all about the mechanics, dude. They don't know how to make good games as far as strategy games are concerned anymore. It's what it's all about. So, it doesn't matter if they make Empire 2. I already know they're going to do a shit job when they make it, so I actually would prefer they don't make Empire 2, because I know they're going to fuck it up anyway. Like, fuck. I don't care what they make at this stage. I just want them to make good games again. Master Kenobi. How you doing, Master Kenobi? The Last Yankee said Total War, Age of Empires, Empire Earth, Warhammer 40k, and Civ 4 were my favorite strategy games. Yeah, those are some pretty solid games, dude. Those are some pretty solid games. I never really got into the Age of Empires, or I did get a little bit into Warhammer 40k with the Dawn of War 1. I did get a bit into that. I'm pretty solid at that game. But I never really got into Age of Empires though. I think I played it one time and was like, oh fuck this shit. I never really got into that one. Master Kenobi, it's such a pleasant surprise to see you dropping in on my little live stream here, Master Kenobi. Fuck, what did General Grievous say to Master Kenobi in that movie? Obi-Wan Kenobi? Yeah, I'm a bit of a Star Wars fan, guys. I'm a bit of a Star Wars fan. Dude, speaking of Star Wars, I fucking hate with a passion what they did with the sequel trilogy, dude. Oh my god. The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, The Rise of Scott. Oh my god. They fucked up Star Wars. Like, let's not even get into that. Man, I could be here all day talking about the bullshit they did with Star Wars. Man, but I used to read the wiki for Star Wars. I used to be into the expanded universe. I used to read like the novels and shit to it. Like, when I tell you I know Star Wars, I know some fucking Star Wars. And to see the fact that they ruined that shit, what they did with that shit, like, you could tell with those movies, those Disney movies that they made, you could tell that that was made by somebody that doesn't know anything about Star Wars. Anything whatsoever about Star Wars. Why did they bother to make the movie if they don't know shit about it? It's my question. But one more thing to say about that topic. There's a YouTuber named Vito. He's this fat white guy. he made some very excellent videos taking down doing a takedown of the sequel trilogy Disney Star Wars movies. If you haven't seen that guy's videos, I do advise you go watch his videos because he made probably the best takedown of those videos of those movies that I've seen on the internet. His name is Vito, Vito. But that's my little bit of Star Wars rambling for now. Mm. Brain Rot Official asks, "What games do you play?" I just spoke about what games I play. Master Kenobi, the dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider unnatural. Kenobi, you do know Sidious said that, right? Like, are you a Sith Lord, Kenobi? Did you turn to the dark side suddenly? That's a Sidious quote. Kevin Riaz says, "I'm gonna be honest. Rocket League is about physics. It's easy as fuck to play a strategy game, but can you juggle a ball in the air with your car? Noob, dude, you're trolling. You're trolling." Rainbow Six is OG. Is it possible? Is it possible that a yacha? What the fuck is a yacha? Are you trolling, dude? Ikawa Man says, "Same with space combat sims like Free Space, Wing Commander. That genre has gotten love." Can't really say I'm much into free space games, but I mean, whatever. Who's this? Who's this? A VTuber? I got a VTuber in my fucking chat, dude. You got an actual fucking VTuber here? I gotta check your channel out. VTubers are kind of interesting. The VTuber says, "Oh my god, yes. Uh, Tekatu, the VTuber. He says, "Oh my god, yes, the Japanese Total War was the best." You mean Shogun 2 Total War? Yeah, dude, Shogun 2 Total War low-key was the best Total War they ever made. In my personal opinion, from a mechanics standpoint, from a multiplayer standpoint, because that's what I mostly play on Total War, by the way. I don't play the campaign in Total War. I actually play the multiplayer against other people. So, like, this is what you see on, like, my old Total War videos, too. I play against other people competitively. So, like, as far as, like, competitive gameplay, Shogun 2 was up there, definitely. Shogun 2, hands down, was, I don't know, I would personally argue that Shogun 2 was the best one they ever made. I would argue it. Now, there were some others that were pretty good too, but I'd argue Shogun 2. The Last Yankee says, "Still play Heroes of Might and Magic 3. No, I don't play any of those shit. Kevin Riaz says, "Nah, I think I'm gonna start ignoring your comments, dude. You're in here trolling." Mojo Jojo. Powerpuff Girls, dude. Powerpuff Girls, OG Powerpuff Girls was like one of the most base shows on Cartoon Network. Not gonna lie. I used to love that show. Because it was violent as fuck. It wasn't a girl show, dude. That shit was violent as fuck. Like what mechanics? What do you mean like what mechanics? Dude, Total War had emergent gameplay in it, dude. You could have creativity in the Total War games. And bro, don't even ask that question, what mechanics? Total War had a ton of mechanics. You have to actually play the game and be good at it to know what mechanics were in it. What's the thing? Ikawa Man says, "Heroes of Might, Magic 3 were superb. I used to play with my dad." Well, I'm fucking jealous because my dad didn't used to play shit with me. Anyways. The Villain says, "I really like Star Wars Rogue One and Andor." Dude, you're a fucking normie, dude. You like fucking Rogue One? Like, dude, I will argue this to my dying day. Rogue One was not a good movie. Rogue One was unnecessary, dude. And also, Rogue One added another plot hole to the series too, by the way. Because, like, I'm really not trying to dive into no Star Wars talk. But this dude had to come on here and say Rogue One was good. Rogue One was shit, dude. Like, yeah, just because Rogue One happens to not be as bad as like the sequel trilogy doesn't mean Rogue One was good. Like, ooh, wow, Darth Vader came up on the screen and did this little hallway scene where he chopped down a bunch of rebel soldiers. Like, ooh, so cool. That's the only reason people like Rogue One, dude. It had good CGI. You got your Darth Vader fix. Man, Rogue One was not good. Rogue One was just another fan service. Rogue One was just more fan service slop that added nothing to the Star Wars fandom. And don't even get me started on Andor. Andor shit too. Anyways, dude, literally all Disney had to do was follow the fucking expanded universe. Like the shit was already there. They didn't have to come up with no fucking script. Just follow the expanded universe. Those stories were awesome. Those stories were lit, dude. The expanded universe was lit. And they want to come in here and ruin this shit with fucking Rey Skywalker. Man, whatever. The Last Yankee says Jedi Survivor was a fun game in my opinion. I don't know, maybe it was. I didn't play it. It looks like a cool game though. Ikawa Man says the original Thrawn, Zarin, the original TIE Defender story, that was a very good stuff. Yep, you know. Bro, Disney did not have to come up with new plots. All they had to do was copy the fucking expanded universe. Literally. Literally. What are we doing here? The Last Yankee says lightsaber duels and the new movies were lame. When Count Dooku fought in the old movies, it was like watching a fencing source master with a rapier. Yeah, Count Dooku was that nigga, dude. Count Dooku was that guy. Count Dooku. Count Dooku's actually one of my favorite characters in the Star Wars series, by the way. I say Count Dooku and Mace Windu. They both should get more screen time. They both should have got more screen time. Those are some really good characters. There's a lot of characters in the Star Wars universe that should have got expanded upon more. Like I say, every single member of the Jedi Council was worth making like a series about. I think to expand on them, I would have definitely liked to learn more about fucking Plo Koon and like some of these more obscure people like Ayla Secura. Not only just because I want to fuck her, but I would have liked to have actually saw Ayla Secura on like a TV series or something like this, you know, like. But anyways, Star Wars has been ruined already. It's already gone. I'm not even interested in Star Wars anymore at this stage. I'm not interested in Star Wars until Disney sells the rights to it. Hayden Edgar says, "Oh, nice pun there, Hayden Edgar. I see what you did there." Hayden Edgar. Hayden Edgar says, "What lightsaber form does Luke use as a Jedi Master?" I think he uses Form 5. Luke Skywalker mastered all the forms when he became a Jedi Master, but I think his main form was like a different variant of Form 5 or something like that. Form 5 and Form 3 mainly that he used. But I mean, by the time you get Luke Skywalker becoming like a Jedi Master and all that, like, dude knew every fucking form basically. Like Luke Skywalker literally became like a fucking god in the expanded universe. I mean, that's probably one of the issues I'd have with the expanded universe was how powerful Luke became. But I mean, I guess it makes sense because Luke more or less had the same potential as like, oh dude, speaking of Luke Skywalker, that reminds me of a clip I saw. Never mind. I'm not gonna bring that up. Well, you know what? Let me bring it up. Let me bring it up. So I was watching this clip of this guy that was talking about like the the 9/11 attacks, where they were gonna ram the plane into the Pentagon. You know how they were gonna, how there was one plane, how there was one plane during 9/11 that was aimed at the Pentagon, and like the dude was saying how this is like one of the things you can kind of use to say that the 9/11 attacks was like an inside job, because this makes sense too. How basically it's not easy to fly a big commercial jet, dude. So like think about the Pentagon. The Pentagon is like this low building. It's like 2 stories high. It's this low building, and for you to ram a plane into that narrow space, that's like as tall as the plane is, by the way. For you to be able to ram a jet into that, dude was basically saying in order for you to do that without ramming the plane into the ground or into the ceiling of the Pentagon, you'd have to be like fucking Luke Skywalker to pull that shit off, which, yeah, that's true. That's true. You'd have to be very, very fucking skilled to ram a plane into a 2 story building like the Pentagon. I'm just saying, you know. So he was basically saying you could have trained somebody in just 2 months to be able to do some shit like that. But I feel that fucking hilarious. But yeah, that's my little story for you. Elber Garlic said, "What drugs are you on, nibba?" I'm not on any drops, you nigga. You nigga. You absolute nigga. I'm not on no fucking drugs, but you sound like you're on drugs with a name like that. Brunst, oh my god, you guys with these fucking names. Okay, I'm not reading. I'm not reading. I'm not reading that comment. My boy is on fent. You know what, dude? I had a friend of mine die from fentanyl. Close friend of mine died from fentanyl. So fentanyl kills people. But anyways, have you seen the new sci-fi show Ligma? No, I haven't seen the new sci-fi show Ligma. I don't watch TV shows, dude. Oh, you were making a joke there. Oh, I see. Okay, get that ass banned then. You're gonna get blocked for that. I'm blocking you. Blocked. You're blocked. You're not gonna make any more jokes like that again on this channel. Do you believe in dragons? No, I don't. Get a job, motherfucker. I don't need a job. Although I'm about to get one. But fuck you. You watch your fucking mouth too. Get that ass banned. You're banned too. Yep, you're banned. Let's see, that's 3 people. That's 3 people I've already banned. We can make that list a lot bigger if you want to come with more bullshit, guys. I'm telling you, I'm not fucking around. Don't fuck with me. Do not fuck with me. I'm just gonna ban you. You're just gonna waste your time and mine for your little 2 seconds of shame. Sippymon, Tism, KD, get that ass banned. You're banned too. Let's see, we're up to 4 people banned. I got no problem doing this, man. I will pass out the ban hammer quicker than you can spin your fucking head around. I got plenty of ban hammers to go around, dude. Plenty of them. Jay says, yo, tell us something the universe don't know. I feel like you know some stuff. Well, go with my gold pill videos, dude. That's most of what I've got to talk about. As far as, like, my opinion about the universe and, like, what men should be doing these days. Like, dude, like, most of you guys are in this community because you can't get bitches. So, like, I'm sure you guys want some kind of a solace or an answer or something like this. Most people who make videos in this space have some kind of an answer for this general problem that you can't get bitches. So, I offer what I got to say about it through plenty enough videos. Go watch my playlist. Go watch my gold pill playlist. I'm the creator of the gold pill. The gold pill was made off of a deep understanding of the black pill. So I kind of just took the black pill and made the next logical step. Like, what would be the next step you could take to move past the black pill? Well, I answer that generally through the gold pill. So go watch those videos. I don't feel like going through it here on this stream. Maybe I'll do a stream in the future talking about the gold pill, but that's just not what I'm going to be doing today. So, yeah. I'm seeing a lot of blocked messages, by the way. There's too many shows. That's racist. The black man, Dion, did you enter a lightsaber tournament? No. No, I didn't. Count Dooku is white. So? Like, dude, what does that have to do with anything? Count Dooku's one of my favorite characters in the Star Wars universe. Mr. Quadinaros? Mr. Quadinaros. I'm the best pod racer this side of the moisture forms. Bulbous Veta. He became like Starkiller. Bulbous Veta. It would be sick if they did a non-canon movie that had the Jedi. It'd be super powerful like Starkiller. I mean, honest to God, I wish Starkiller was canon still. Like Starkiller's story made sense and it fitted into the canon too. But I think Disney said he wasn't canon anymore. Starkiller's one of my well, actually, you know what? I played Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2. They kind of fucked up Starkiller in the second game, but in the first game, Starkiller was cool, dude. So I don't really like him in the second game, but the first game was pretty cool. I feel like there's a lot of people in this chat trolling me right now, dude. I'm gonna start banning more people. Petty says, love from Tennessee. Shout out Petty gang for me. Okay, Mr. Quadinaros, you're getting banned. You're getting the ban hammer. I'm sick of your shit. You're getting the ban hammer. Tell you guys I ain't fucking around. We're up to 5 people. 5 people banning the stream. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little fuckers banned. 4 little, 5 little fuckers banned. I can't make up a song on the fly. But I will ban you fuckers as much as you want me to. All you gotta do is talk to me respectfully. I think it's funny that the only reason the Jedi found out about the clones is because Jango Fett left the dart behind. Honestly, that whole deal with the clone army was a little bit sus. But anyways. If he didn't do that, would there be no Clone Wars? Ikawa man, my backpack's got jets. I'm Boba Fett. I bounty hunt for Jabba the Hutt to finance my vet. How are you guys? I was doing good before I had to ban 5 people in a fucking stream. Shit. Sonic the Fox, I have a question. Have any food? I'm hungry. Dude, are you trying to get banned? Are you trying to get banned here? Because that's how you get banned, by saying stupid shit. What chat is he reading? I don't see anyone saying anything he's talking about. Yeah, well, maybe because some of the people that are saying shit that are like censored, but I can see it still. There's certain stuff I can see on my end that you guys probably can't see. Because some of these guys are saying some ridiculous shit. You know how YouTube is these days. They censor people. Can you paint? Are you artistic? No, I'm not artistic. I'm not artistic, dude. I already said I'm not artistic. The black man said, I support you, Dion. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm going to start skipping those comments. Sonic the Fox says, don't worry, I'm a good boy. Yeah, well, good for you. Don't say stupid shit in my chat and you won't get that ass banned. Why are you swearing? Because, motherfucker, I've had a hard life. People who had a hard life swear. People curse. People who had a hard life curse. I'm not going to censor myself just for your little sensibilities. If you don't like it, just get the fuck on, dude. That's just what I am. That's just how I talk. You know, I don't even sound like where I come from, but definitely one thing that's true about me, that's true of my area, is that people curse where I'm from. And I definitely fucking curse. So, and I get it. I get it. It's low class to curse. It's a bit crude to curse. I do recognize that. Sometimes I will censor myself from cursing. Sometimes I will, okay? Sometimes I will. But right now, right now, I'm in a don't give a fuck mood. I genuinely don't give a fuck right now. I'm in one of those moods because I already had more than a few people kind of come in my chat saying stupid shit already, so I'm a bit pissed off right now. So you're gonna hear some cursing, okay? Just deal with it. I curse. You've heard curse words before, dude. Are you a freaking 12-year-old? Even 12-year-olds curse these days, dude. So again, what are you talking about? Tom Papa says, I reported you. Yeah? I'm reporting you too, fucker. I'm reporting you too for fucking harassment. Yep, there we go. I just reported you. There we go. So what's your thing, man? Seeing Ferguson, what's my thing? My thing is the monastic gold pill. You can go back through my channel. I have a playlist on my channel that tells you all about what I'm about. It's called the Creative Gold Playlist. If you go on my channel and you watch that playlist, you'll see more or less what I'm about, what my worldview is, what I've got mainly for starting this channel, what this channel was supposed to be about. Occasionally I get derailed by retards and me responding to said retards, which, I mean, I guess that maybe says a little bit about me that I respond to these people, but whatever. But that's what I'm about, seeing Ferguson. That's what I'm about. Oh my god, look at that fucking name. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Let's get you up out of here. Let's get you up out of here right. I'm not even gonna read what you said. Look at that name. No. Yeah, we gotta get you up out of here. Seeing Ferguson, what should men be doing? Go watch my playlist, dude. I've talked about it enough times. What should men be doing? If you're an incel guy, you should be trying to network with other guys. You should be trying to build a system so you don't have to be at the mercy of the system that's already over you, dude. That's what men should be doing. You want any ideas about how to go about that? Go watch my playlist. Sonic the Fox says, do you like furries? No, I don't like fucking furries. That's a white person thing. I've never seen a black furry before. Something I've noticed. I don't know. That's an interesting observation, but I've never seen a black furry. Um, anyways, Mark Max or Larry, isn't that white pill? No, guy, it's not the white pill. The white pill is about acceptance, and the base Pluto, he talks about the white pill a lot. So, if you want a white pilled approach, go watch the base Pluto. But the white pill is about accepting things as they are, and you kind of just work within the framework of how things are. Like, there's no more hate about it. There's no more nihilism. It's just acceptance, dude. That's the white pill. The gold pill is much more about rejecting the system, rejecting this system and building your own system, becoming monastic. If you don't know what monastic is, just look into what the monastics were, or even just watch my playlist. But I talk all about it on my channel. So, I mean, this is not what this stream is about. Look, this stream was supposed to be about basically me telling you guys about how, you're even seeing it in this chat too, by the way, about how this community is just full of poisonous fucking people, poisonous minds, damaged guys that are just, they got nothing to offer to the world, and so they just kind of exist in this community. It's this gaggle fuck of just disgusting, parasitic, weird, just racist too, hella racist. Like, I find that funny. You guys are the most racist of any people that I meet on the internet. And meanwhile, you guys are the people who should be coming together more so than anybody else. But no, you guys are racist on top of that. So there's literally no redeeming qualities about the guys for the most part of this community. And I was just basically talking about how you should not let these guys corrupt you into falling down these rabbit holes of like ending up in a hate group or ending up in some weird ideology, especially if you're black. Like, come on, like most of it's snow nationalist stuff, so it's most of it's not for you anyway if you're black. But there is a black version of it too. Don't fall down that shit. Black nationalism, dude, they're fucking delusional 90% of the time. Don't even go for that shit. So I'm just saying, like, there's all these deluded people in this community. There's a real lack of clarity in this community these days of like people who actually have like a hard stance that stands alone, that stands separate from all the bullshit rhetoric that's out there in the mainstream. And a lot of it is mainstream talking points, because even with like the race realism shit, you guys think that's against the mainstream? Like, no, that is a mainstream talking point, dude. There's a whole alt-right community that pushes this on a mainstream level. There's a whole funnel built to get you down a race realism rabbit hole. That stuff is not true. But you're gonna sit here and try to blame black people for for you not being able to get a job. Like, okay, fuck you. Literally fuck you. But black people ain't got nothing to do with why you can't get a job or why you can't get a white girl. So literally fuck you. And if you're a black nationalist, I'm sorry to tell you, but your ancestors didn't really do too much for you to be proud of. Meaning that you gotta make stuff happen now. Okay, so I'm not gonna sit here and be delusional with you about any of this shit. But you see these delusional people all throughout this community, and I'm just trying to warn you guys, beware. Beware of the people in this community, dude. Beware of them. You can trust somebody like me. Because for starters, I show you what I look like. I show you my face. My face is out there. I put a face to everything I'm saying. Okay? Second of all, I'm not really trying to hit your wagon up to like a defined group that's like based around hating something. I'm not trying to tell you to hate a group of people. I'm not telling you to go out here and say, "Oh, it's this group of people's fault. It's the Care Bears or whatever." Like, bro, anybody that's selling you a narrative about a group of people being the end all be all of all your problems, this is a very disingenuous argument, because groups aren't monoliths, dude. You act like everybody's like a monolith and part of this huge Zerg-like collective of like a hive mind. Like, there's no hive mind in the human species. We don't operate off of a hive mind. Everybody ain't part of whatever the fuck shit you're trying to say this group of people does. Like, get the fuck out of here. Even if something's majority true, it's still not 100% true. You'll still find black people, plenty of black people, that are not Pookies. You'll still find plenty of white people that aren't snow nationalists. You'll still find plenty of Care Bears that aren't Zionists. Like, come on. Like, do better than that, dude. Do better. Did your parents raise you better than that? Some of you didn't have fucking parents. I pity you. But many of you had parents that probably raised you better than that. And you fucking know better. And if you don't know better, I'm telling you to do better. So anyways, let's continue with some comments. Whatever the fuck this dude's name is, he asked, "Are you American?" I don't know. Do I look American to you? Do I sound American to you? Do I need to whip up my fucking passport and show you what the fuck I am? Yes, I'm a fucking American. And I also serve the country, so I'm probably more of an American than a lot of you motherfuckers that want to come out here and claim MAGA. I'm much more of an American than a lot of you guys, because I'm a veteran on top of that. So, I mean, if you want to go there. LMAO, what's with the trolls? Not even funny. Yeah, dude, they're annoying. They're just annoying. They're not even fucking funny. It's not even good trolling. That's why, like, if you were actually saying something that was somewhat funny, I'd probably even not even block you. But that's the thing. You guys are even piss poor trolls. This is the thing with incels, dude. Incels are shit. Incels are bad at everything they do. Incels suck at everything they do. They're not even good at trolling. They're not even good at being racist. You know? If you were actually good at being racist, you would have a white woman. Why can't you get a white woman, Mr. Racist? Why do you have an Asian woman? Like, why are y'all getting Asian women? Aren't you a racist? Incels aren't good at doing anything, dude. Incels suck at everything. They even suck at being racist. Languages Official says, I'm learning 13 languages at 10 years old, and I'm learning it in only 2 months. And I'm learning Vietnamese right now. Right now, Arabic is next. Can you motivate me, please? Well, good luck with that, man. Learning another language is a very hard, difficult thing to do, and you're best to do it while you're young too. You know, I've got a couple of languages that it probably benefit me to learn, but it's just so hard to learn a language. So, but good luck to you, man, in your endeavors to learn languages. The last language, the last Yankee says, Star Wars Battlefront games used to be the shit. I used to play that and Kingdom Hearts back when I was on my weep shit. Yeah, those are pretty good games. I played the shit out of the original Battlefront games myself. They were some dope-ass games. Ikawa Man says, Cal Katurn was also dope. Bro, I almost want to fucking block you just for the name, but whatever. Mark Maxer Larry says, Starkiller is Legends now. Yeah, that's a real shame, dude. Starkiller was a very interesting character. I would actually put him up there as one of my favorite characters, too. Dude was fucking OP as shit. Leviathan says, yo, can this be a Robux giveaway? Dude, you guys come and say some weird shit. Languages Official says, I promise I'm not trolling. I don't get the impression that you're trolling, dude. I don't get the impression you are. The Last Yankee says, did you know they made a Star Wars RTS? Yeah, dude. Star Wars Empire at War. I played the shit out of that game. Man, I beat Star Wars Empire at War. Like, bro, Star Wars Empire at War was my shit. It was my shit. So yeah, I know they made a Star Wars RTS game. And you know what else? The company that made that game still sticks with that game and makes updates for it too. You know, that's a rare thing you see with a company. But Star Wars Empire at War 2, not only did I beat it, but like that game also has some of the best mods that I've ever played for like a strategy game. You know, like the mods are fucking dope. And they got the Thrawn's Revenge mod that just, oh my god, man. The first time I played Thrawn's Revenge, man, I almost fucking cooned in my pants. It was so good. Oh my god, it sent goosebumps down my spine. It was so good. Yeah, Empire at War, one of my all-time favorite games. Now I will say the ground combat in Empire at War was pretty shit. I didn't like the ground combat that much, but the space battles were fucking one of my favorite games of all time, hands down. Empire at War. Ikaba Man says it's an old nerdcore song. The same guy who voiced MC P Pants from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Hey, I remember that show. That was a good show. Unlucky Charm says, have a good day, bro. Hey, Tom Papa, guess what? You're fucking banned. I'm banning you. We're up to 7 people banned now. I've banned 7 people in one stream. Whoo! Oh, hot damn. It's one of those streams, boy. It's one of them streams where I gotta show y'all the ban hammer is fucking nice and oiled up and I'm coming in hot. I'm gonna come in hot with the ban hammer. I'm not playing with you motherfuckers, dude. Powerpuff Princess? Who the fuck? Cedric Allen says, have you been to Myrtle Beach? Yes, I've been to Myrtle Beach. Everybody that's been in South Carolina has been to Myrtle Beach before, dude. Patrick, do you like sea stars? Man, who is Powerpuff Princess? Powerpuff Princess says, who are you telling to stay? What are you talking about? Who are you referring to? Yeah, I got quite a few trolls in here still. Nightman says, bro, shut up. You're banned. You're banned. I'm telling you, I'm not fucking around. That's 8 people. 8 people banned. We're going for really a new record now. 8 fucking people banned. Or you know what? You know what, actually? Hold on here. You know what? I think I'll take mercy on you. I'll take mercy on you. Yeah, but Nightman, you've been warned. You've been warned. The next shit you say that I don't like, you're fucking banned, dude. You're fucking banned. Okay? Okay, let's find a comment that I actually want to fucking read. For Freedom says, kids are dying, and what are you doing? Well, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do for freedom? What do you think I should do? What, do you want me to donate money? Like, I wouldn't even know what charity is actually going to make a difference anyway, so what the fuck do you even want me to do? For Freedom says, educate instead of being offended. I'm not offended, dude. I'm just getting these fuckers off my damn channel. I don't have time to fuck around with people and argue with people and have people saying bullshit at me. If you're not gonna come on here, say something constructive. Because I've said plenty of constructive shit on the stream already. If you don't want to engage with that material, then literally fuck out of here. Literally just fuck out of here. Oh, by the way, Powerpuff Princess, you're banned. You're banned. By the way, I don't care if you're a girl or not, by the way. I already got a girlfriend. I don't need no fucking girl to validate me. I already got a fucking girlfriend. I guarantee you she look better than you, so. For Freedom says, y'all Americans have trauma. This guy has let go of Africa. He got real issues. It's not trolling, it's common sense. What is common sense about having attachment to a place that I've never been to for Freedom? I don't have no cultural link to Africa. I don't know anything about Africa. If I went to Africa, they treat me as an outsider. What the fuck do I have to do with Africa for Freedom? Other than my skin color. Which, by the way, most black Americans do have some European in them too. So, I mean, if you want to talk about blood ties, like, what about the European blood that I actually have in me too? Like, were we supposed to just write that off as nothing? Like, I don't give a fuck if you think I should be in Africa or not. The reality is, America is my fucking homeland, whether I like it or not. We are in Generation Doomed. How do I ask out the 10 out of 10? You don't. That's how. You fucking don't. This guy is a new school unk. Unks don't have girlfriends, dude. And I'm about to have kids soon. So I ain't no fucking unk. You get the fuck out of here with that shit. Ikawa Man says, did you like Homeworld 1 and 2? Yeah, I played Homeworld 1 and 2. Those are strategy games too. I liked them. Now, I would say I didn't actually play through them. I didn't beat it. I think I only played like the first few missions of it. So I didn't really play Homeworld that much, but I did like it. I do remember enjoying that game, so it's an alright game. Greg Bain says, give to a black charity. It helped so far. Bro, I ain't giving to no black charity. Get the fuck out of here. I need the money. How about you donate to me? Donate to my charity. Donate to the Emperor Dion Foundation. I don't need your money, but I'll sure as fuck take it if you offer it. So I prefer that rather than giving to a black charity. Give me money. How about that? From Japan here. Are you from Japan? Are you a Japanese person, or are you just a foreigner in Japan? That's the important thing to note. Jaden, Jaden Salong. Yo, shout out, bro. Jimmy Hoffa, Free Diddy. The Japanese person says, go school. English is clearly not your first language. Jimmy Hoffa said something that's going to get him banned. So, Jimmy Hoffa, there you go. You earned yourself a ban. How many people am I on right now? I've banned like fucking 10 people now. Bro, like, this is like a fucking low-tier god stream at this point. I've been like fucking 10 people. This is like a fucking low-tier god stream. Gisling Maxwell said, Jeffrey requested another back rub. He booked... Okay, you're banned. 11 people. We're at 11 people banned. I got more people banned than are actually watching the stream now. I'm Japan, actually. Okay, so I assume you're Japanese. I mean, that's a little bit interesting. A Japanese person. Why would a Japanese person be watching my stream? As I understand it, Japanese people don't too much like black folks too much, so I don't know why you'd be watching my stream, but I mean, I appreciate it. If you want to be sitting here watching my stream of all people, I appreciate it. DSP stream, LOL. I guess so, shit. I fucking guess so. I'm telling you, I'm not fucking around. I'm really not fucking around. Like, I don't have time to sit here dealing with people that's got nothing but fucking venom for me, dude. I got the tools here to ban you. I'm just gonna ban you. Yo, boy, I ain't no fucking boy. How you doing, dog? I ain't your fucking dog. Americans, only burger and Coke. Yeah, I can't argue with you there. Kate Gatlin said, "You remember me? I don't want to say your real name. Remember Nick Gurr? Y'all used to chill all the time. Remember him? Who the fuck are you?" Joshua Hinton, 15 to life. Why do black people call each other brother? To be honest with you, I don't know. Because black folks act like the most hostile people towards each other, but then they also call each other brother. I never understood that myself. So your guess is as good as mine. Eagle UK said, "You got tools." Yeah, I got tools. I got the tools here to ban your ass if you saying something I don't too much like. I'm doing what I can to preserve my mental sanity these days, bro. I can deal with people that want to deal with me in a respectful way, or I could just block you. It's as simple as that. Joshua Henson said they don't know their father. LMAO. Well, Joshua Henson, I got some news for you, buddy, but I do know my father. I definitely knew my father. My father was not a very nice man, too. So, you want to say that fucking shit? Not all black dudes did know their father. I knew my father. I think I probably would have been better off if I did know my father. It was the sad truth about it, though. Okay, this guy's speaking Japanese, so he's definitely actual Japanese here. Can I translate this? Hold on. No, I don't think I can translate this. Whatever. Edward Show says, question, are you doing an Amazon gift card giveaway on live today? Why would I do a giveaway to people who got vitriol for me? Like, dude, I just had to ban 11 people on my stream. You think I'm gonna give a fucking gift card to an audience like this? You gotta be kidding me. No, you guys, nah. My audience, I don't mean to punish the good ones with the bad ones, but my audience got to behave a little bit more before I start considering to do nice things. I got the money to go out here and give you guys a gift card if that's what you want to do. You want me to do a little bit of a giveaway. I can do shit like that, but you guys got to earn it. You guys got to give me a community that I want to be a part of and that I want to continue to foster. Okay? Now, granted, I know a community is a reflection of me, but I definitely put enough of myself, enough good. I put enough of a good impression of myself out there to where you know what I'm about. And if you don't know, go watch my videos and go watch my playlist. But I put enough of myself out there to where you know more or less what I expect and what I want. So if you guys don't give me a good community, well, I'm not gonna be feeling generous enough to be doing generous shit. That's fair. Do you prefer white women? No. Next question. Lewis Perry says thoughts on English people. I mean, they created the language that I speak, so I guess there's that. I don't really think too much of English people. Like, what are you talking about? Anglo-Saxon people? The villain says, thoughts on white pill. I think the white pill is sufficient if you want to end your journey there, but the white pill is not good enough for me personally. So that's more or less why I did come up with something like the gold pill. The white pill is too open ended for a guy like me. I need like a system. I need like a closed ended, self sufficient system, which is why I came up with the gold pill. So I think the gold, I think the white pill is adequate, but it's not enough for me personally. Eagle says, "You think you can handle tools better than me?" Well, I hope you can handle tools better than me because I'm not trying to be a peasant. I'm not trying to be a blue collar peasant, dude. So yeah, you go ahead and handle those tools. You go ahead and fix up on my car. You go handle those tools. You're better suited for it than I am. Yeah, that's all I got to say about that. YT Tactical Jack says, "Can you make me a mod, please? You streams RW." I don't know, man. I gotta see you around before I start handing out wrenches. I gotta see you around more often before I start doing that. Edward Show says, question, do you support cutbacks or increase in welfare? You know what I support? I mean, I'm really not political. I'm not really political. I don't really have an opinion one way or another about politics because I'm neither conservative nor liberal. I've got no dog in this fight. As I said, I am a monastic. I am on the monastic side, so I don't really take sides on anybody's stance. But personally, personally, I think it would be in America's best interest to start addressing the issues that are here at home. So maybe pulling back on the military a bit, maybe demobilizing some of these bases overseas, maybe cutting back on some of the overseas commitments and focusing on taking care of Americans. Like I think that's generally a good direction to move, especially considering that Americans have been so neglected now that you got literal actual racists out here that are blaming black people for why they're suffering when black people got nothing to do with why they're suffering. So I think it would benefit America to focus in on its own citizens a bit more. That's just my personal opinion, though. That's all I got to say about it. So take from that what you will. Eagle says, come on, boy. You want good community? No one has a good community. It's all you and your family. The world is hostile. I disagree, man. There used to be a good community in the West. There used to be a good community. People used to have good communities, dude. Like, and you still got good communities today. Like in the Eastern world, there's still like for the most part a decent community going on in the Eastern world. Like you can foster a good community. There's still good communities out here. It's just whatever the fuck is going on in the West, there's no more community in the West. Okay? So I don't quite agree with you there. Eagle says, I served in the Royal Army, dude. My tools are a little bit handy. You know, in some situations, need some. I can parcel it to your home. Hey. Don't call me no fucking homie. Watch your fucking mouth. Don't call me no homie. Eagle says, try some European. Dude, what do you keep talking about tools for? You're weird. Yappity. The villain says, where do you get your intro song from? I think the one before this new one you got. I get that from Haircuts for Men. It's a song called Haircuts for Men. It's like a group. It's like a Japanese group called Haircuts for Men. I do like a lot of their shit, by the way. And I also noticed their stuff is not copyrighted. So I do like listening to that shit. And I just cut out a little segment from one of their songs and I just used it as part of my intro. So there's your answer. That song is from Haircuts for Men. Okay, this chat's getting a little bit out of hand. I mean, the chat's been out of hand basically the whole stream, but do pay attention back at the title of this stream, what I was originally talking about. You know, I just had to ban 11 people. 11 people, guys. I had to ban 11 people this stream. 2 hour stream. 11 people. That just proves literally what I was coming into the stream talking about. About how you do need to be careful in this community because a lot of the people here are just, they're gone. Their mind is fucked up. They're gone mentally. They're, bro, these are not good people. Like, come on. Like, you got to be careful in this community. Beware of the incel community, dude. This community is low-key a vector for to throw you into a hate group. It really is. Beware of the incel community. Beware, beware, beware. You know, a lot of these guys in this chat just kind of proved me right. There's a lot of trolls, but some of these guys are legit incels, just so far mentally gone too. And they're racist, so they come in here trolling. And they're not very good at trolling too on top of that. Which, ill. You're a fucking shitty ass troll. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Anyways, guys, I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut this stream short. We're gonna go ahead and cut it here. So, as I was saying, just beware of this community, guys. Be careful. There's some information to glean from this community. Like Rehab Room just uploaded. I'm gonna go watch Rehab Room's video. There's guys like that are still prominent in this community that can teach you valuable things, I do believe, still to this day. But just beware of the cold hard reality is that a lot of the guys here, they're losers, and losers are the primary demographic for which are drawn into these various hate groups. And, bro, a hate group isn't going to give you the solution to anything because it's just like what I said in a previous video where it's like you're going to sit here wallowing in hatred. But what are you going to do off of that hatred? Are you going to go out here and start mass deleting people? Like, I mean, bro, there's no solution waiting for you if you're going to be just sitting here and stirring at hate. You know, life isn't about hate. It really isn't. Hate kills you. Hatred is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die at the end of the day. So, with that being said, I'm going to cut this stream short here. Stop ramming. This has been Emperor Dion. I will see you guys later. Maybe I'll do another stream in the near future. Maybe I won't. I'm going to be going back to work shortly in a little bit. So my schedule's going to be pretty tight for making videos. But I'll see you guys later. Peace.